What's going on, guys? So today I want to talk about the subject of engraving your knives. It's something that some people like to do. It's to personalize them or customize them. I think it's a really fantastic idea for gift giving. You know, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, that's all around the corner here. A lot of gift giving coming up for the holidays and stuff. And what's better than getting a knife, you know, or giving a knife? But more specifically, if you wanted to make it kind of special and unique and you wanted to engrave it for someone, these are great platforms. Now, for the example, just for this video, I could use anything, but I'm just showing these Brother Knives. I actually just filmed my other video on Brother Knives, which my buddy Corey told me about. Very impressed with this brand. These are pretty affordable knives. They're around 40 bucks or so. But I want to use this as an example because these all have shields. When you have, you know, a lot of traditional knives that have a shield on it, they become a great platform for an engraving. All right, so obviously this has nothing on it. Sometimes knives will put their own branding on the shield, but in this particular case, these shields are completely bare. So they become good little platforms for engraving if you want to customize it. All right, so let's say you gave this to your son or something, or daughter, or brother, grandma, who knows? Doesn't really matter. But you want to put their initials or their name. Maybe their name's Jack, and you want to put Jack on there. That's a wink wink to the knife people. Obviously, jackknife, you know. Anyway, so if you want to engrave it, this is just a great place to do it. But besides that, a lot of people do like engraving names on blades and stuff. And I want to just talk about the subject of engraving. Because people have asked me over the years, occasionally, I really want to engrave this knife. How do I do it? Now, the big thing is a lot of American manufacturers, they'll offer engraving, like Spyderco and Benchmade and stuff. I believe they offer engraving if you buy directly from them, as well as many other companies. But they're generally going to be more expensive to buy the knife directly from a manufacturer. You're always going to get a better deal at a dealer. Even sometimes like a major manufacturer might give you like 40% off or something, like a coupon you found. But even 40% off of MSRP is sometimes still more expensive than buying it from a dealer. So I wanted to bring up this subject because something that I did when I was younger is I engraved a lot of my stuff. I had like money clips. Yeah, back in the day of the 90s, I had money clips engraved. I had knives engraved. I mean, everything. I thought it was cool because it was something that was custom to me. And it wasn't just my name. I engraved all kinds of stuff. But the person I got my stuff engraved by was the local trophy shop. It's something that many people don't think about. So pretty much every town across America has a trophy shop somewhere. You have these sports teams, these kids, baseball and basketball and soccer and all these different leagues and stuff, and they all have trophies, right? Where do they come from? Well, these days with the internet, it might be more prevalent for these teams and the coaches to order online. There's major trophy shops that are online that do engraving in bulk. So, now in 2021, when I'm filming this video, it might be more common for that to be happening. However, a lot of these towns still have a local engraver that does all that stuff. And they can make a living just on that, doing all the sports trophies for all the kids teams and stuff. But that's what I did. Growing up in West Milford, New Jersey, I had a trophy shop that was, maybe 2 miles from my house. It was an older woman, and that's all she did was custom engraving. And most of her money did come from, all the trophies that she had to do, but she did engraving for anything, for anyone, and it was very cheap. I mean, geez, I think like when I got a money clip engraved, like my initials was like $5. If I got like a bunch of stuff engraved or whatever, maybe my total bill was $15 or $20. But that's my suggestion to you. My biggest suggestion is if you want to have your knife or your EDC gear engraved with your name on it, maybe you have an expensive knife. Maybe you have a really expensive knife, and you want to put like, I don't know, somewhere maybe on the bolster or if you maybe have a more modern knife, who knows, maybe it's on the blade. It's up to you. But you can put your name, a phone number, an email, anything like that, so that, God forbid you lose it. Maybe there's a possibility someone contacts you. Who knows? Little pry bars, those are fantastic. If you have keys and you have like a little pry bar tool on your key, you can literally put your name and an email or a phone number or something. Text if lost, So if you lose your whole keys, guess what? Someone might see that. And if they're an honest person, maybe they contact you and say, hey, I got your keys here. There's still plenty of good people in the world. But yeah, that's my big suggestion is, I would say look at the phone book, but most of you people don't have a phone book anymore. So hop on your phone, hop on your tablet, your computer, Google, local trophy shop. They're still all over the U.S. There's still ones, there's not one in my immediate area here, but there's still one like within an hour from me. And you could go to these, physically walk into these places, get prices, get ideas. Sometimes they could do different images as well. It's not just text. But it's just a cool option. It's a cool option, specifically for gift giving. You want to get a special knife for someone, you want to put their name on it, or maybe like a saying or something. You know, the traditional buy someone a watch, and on the back of the watch, hey, you know, to my wife from your husband, blah, 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 or something that's special, a code, maybe something between you and her. It's funny because I'll share this with you guys. I don't talk about too many personal things, but, you know, with me and Christina, when she says, you know, how much do you love me? I always tell her all of it. That's always been my thing, all of it, all the possible love to give. And so I bought her a watch once for her birthday because she's from Connecticut, and there's a whole history with Timex in Connecticut and stuff. So, you know, anyway, I got this watch, but I had it engraved, and I put all of it on the back of the watch, and that's special for her. You know what I mean? So it's just nice. It just makes gift giving a little bit extra. You know, anyone could just buy something, you know, wrap it up and slap it in a stocking. But those engravings, I don't know, it just makes something a little bit extra special sometimes. So, especially for heirloom pieces, you know, maybe you want to leave something, you know, to someone, your child, grandchild, whatever, and you engrave it, you know, something special on there. It means a little something. So, yeah, but I want to suggest that not only specifically with knives, knife manufacturers will often offer customization. These days, anything on Amazon, you know, so many people on Amazon sell stuff like Zippo lighters where you can customize them. You can put images on the front, like a laser engrave images, you know, text, whatever you want. That's another option too, is Zippos. You know, if someone happens to smoke or has a need for a lighter or collects them, you know, that's a fantastic platform for engraving because, you know, you can engrave it anywhere. And you have a large space to engrave. Unfortunately, with certain, especially modern knives, maybe you don't want something engraved on the blade. Maybe it looks ugly to you. Who knows? You can always do it in the handle. Depending on where you go, sometimes, you know, they can engrave. It doesn't have to be in metal. It can be in, you know, different mediums like, you know, G10 or micarta or carbon fiber or whatever. But those are my suggestions. My biggest one really was what I did when I was a kid, and that was go to the local trophy shop. But I just don't know how prevalent that is right now, you know, across America. And if you're watching outside the U.S., that may or may not be something that happens. I mean, you know, give me your feedback. If you live outside the United States in a different country, let me know. Do you have a local like trophy person that just you know, does all the stuff for sports teams? Because obviously there's sports all around the world. Just kind of curious. But yeah, engraving your knife is something special. So just an idea there. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome day. If you have an engraved knife, let me know down in the comments section, or engraved anything that's special to you or has a special meaning. I'd love to hear your story about it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.